I have a confession. Every now and then, I enjoy sticking my toe back into the pool of crypto cringe. When I say that, I think most people associate those words with Cryptoland, which was a bunch of crypto investors' attempt to buy up a bunch of islands and create a crypto paradise. Now that did not work out as well. But me personally, I have a different favorite. It is Decentraland, which is the unholy union of NFTs, crypto, and of course, the metaverse. And the reason I enjoy this more than others is because I actually play this on stream, and somebody from Decentraland joined and they welcomed me with open arms, and then I started shit-talking them badly. It was not a pleasant conversation, at least not for them. I enjoyed it very much, but just so you have a little bit of a reminder. Back in 2001, when all of the crypto stuff was popping off, Decentraland actually sold a plot of digital land for $2.4 million. That's quite impressive. Back then, Cryptoland was actually worth probably something like 1.4 billion. That's a lot of money. Now, unfortunately, that has sunk quite a bit. Decentraland is now probably worth about 210 million, at least on paper. You can see that the main coin, which I believe is called Mana, has fallen from almost $5 down to 0.1. Oof, that gotta hurt. But they still try to drum up interest into Decentraland, and here's what they have done recently. They actually had a 2025 live tour at the Decentraland Music Festival. They did a stream, so I thought, why not watch this stream and just react to it? How bad can it be? Welcome, everyone, to the Decentraland Music Festival experience. This arrangement has already been a huge success for Decentraland because while the presenter was talking to the in-game audience, I counted more than 20 people. 21 to be exact. Before we begin in earnest, I do have to address a small issue that we are going to be having throughout this reaction stream, and that is that the people who were running the stream, the people that were hired by a billion-dollar company, they did not figure out how to add the game sound into the streaming software. So this music festival experience do not have any audio. I feel like that kind of defeats the purpose, but then again, I am not the one running a billion-dollar company, so what do I know?
So we're going to be running towards the brown mushrooms. You can jump by pressing spacebar. You can run by pressing shift, and then
Who refers to space as spacebar nowadays?
whichever you prefer, whether it's the WA gamer keyboard shortcuts, or if you're a mom like me,
gamer keyboard, keys. Riveting,
totally cool too.
Fantastic gameplay. You can run and you can jump. This is, I'm sorry, but this is peak entertainment. I do not think gaming will evolve past this. This is better than Minecraft. This is better than Elden Ring. This game are those games combined, plus Apex Legends and Knack, all crushed into one concentrated dose of...
Because you can, with me, to the Psychedelics Anonymous build.
Right, I should also probably explain to you guys what the hell is happening. So right now, during this music festival, we are going to explore a art installation created by people who enjoy LSD and shrooms. What you see behind us is a big black face with a brain, and out of the brain grows mushrooms. I think that is a subtle hint about what the art installation is all about.
This is the centerpiece of the NFT collection from Psychedelics Anonymous. Because they have these, we will also see this in the inside the building, they have these masks as NFTs.
I'm gonna be a little mean. I feel like this man's voice is the source of all boredom. There's just something about him that makes me want to fall asleep. which is probably great. I'm going to be listening to him come nightfall. I also want to point out that I absolutely despise the fake smile plastered on that woman's face. It reminds me of Mr. Beast. If you hide the bottom part of his face, his eyes are completely and utterly dead.
And this one is most popular ones in the community. I know it's super crazy and outlandish.
Oh yeah, it's super crazy. You have mushrooms growing out of the brain. No, but that's so original. Nobody would ever be able to think about that when it comes to drugs and LSD and shrooms.
And what do we do in this hedge with the metallic brain?
So what we do is we basically jump upstairs.
Yeah, well, you do nothing. In Decentraland, you do nothing. You look at stuff. There
and
are a
don't
few
fall
games,
down.
but those games run so
This is the
poorly,
American thing of
which
live on the social
should be
streams when
pretty obvious
the-
from looking
the
at the
level of my
gameplay right here
parkour
that
is revealed.
there's no
So
point
we're
in
jumping
playing
up.
them to begin
It
with.
was two just falling down. We're going up higher.
Awesome. So I'm jumping on this one.
Take the elevator.
Yeah,
And
it's,
here we can
it's so
basically see
awesome taking the elevator.
a little selection of the NFT.
And of course, the main point of this art installation is to sell more NFTs. And I'm going to bet most of the money that I have that none of these NFTs are created by a real artist. Somebody went to ChatGPT or any other AI and they said, please generate this image. All of these look like masks you find in Payday.
Crazy.
Oh
Also,
yeah.
they have this mask. I'm having
so
this
crazy.
mask also as a variable.
Look at that gold skull. That is so crazy, man. Nobody's ever made a gold skull before. It has all kinds of cultural relevance.
This is the pure energy and spirit of Decentraland, what we're about to do now. And we're looking across the plaza at the whole of Decentraland Music Festival at the same time. So let me again switch keyboards and jump up here. Kanzi, is this right? I'm jumping up these steps.
Exactly.
This woman has never played a video game in her entire life.
Which you can enter by clicking on it.
Okay, so I'm going towards the mystical portal. Thank you, Kim. I can see Kim manning the links now. Thank you so much. Right, so let's jump into the mystical portal. Oh, I got the ball. How do I jump in? There we are. Right. So I jumped into the mystical portal. You see that great stone blocking your path. It's no ordinary boulder. It responds only to the ancient heartbeat that connects all shamans to the earth spirit. But first, you must learn to hear it. How do I hear it?
By hitting a drum.
At this point, it would be a wonderful idea to have any sort of audio playing. Anything.
And I'm beating this drum, and my shamanic tutor.
By
telling
beating
me
the drum,
magnificent.
she's clicking on
I've
it.
learnt that authentic intention moves
Again,
mountains. And
riveting
this is only the
gameplay.
beginning of my shamanic path. I'm floating. Oh my
Then we
goodness.
can go. And now we can all go further into the crystal.
The performance of this is such a mess, man. I don't understand how people can sit there with a straight face. Well, I guess their faces aren't straight. They're all plastered with fake smiles and such. But I don't know how they can sit there and tell us that this is, so amazing. In fact, I'm going to cheat a little bit and show you something. There's one comment on this video. I simply couldn't imagine a bigger waste of time than this experience.
Oh my goodness, Kenzie.
It's a bit trippy.
It is a little bit trippy.
No, it's very poorly optimized.
We probably should have a flashing light and trippy warning before these streams from music festivals. So where am I headed right now? Inside the cave here or in another
Yes.
direction?
Further inside the cave. Basically, if you see me, you can follow me.
She's just walking into the wall because she doesn't know what she can and cannot walk through. I don't exactly blame her here, though, because it does look a little bit like that might be forming a portal, but Jesus.
So come back to the portal, the glowing one.
I'm coming to the portal.
There's the
Okay.
portal, then to the right.
No! I'm floating. So I'm following you, Kanzi.
Yes. And
And I
now
come. Oh,
we go to the right.
I think I've just fallen out of the portal.
It's fine. Jump back in.
This feels a little bit like teaching my mom how to play video games. But even my mom did better than this. In fact, I remember my mom when I went to bed as a kid. She and my dad would sit and play on my Nintendo when when they thought I was sleeping. But I knew what they were doing.
But we have a bug.
What kind of bug do we have?
So we have this hole here.
I think it's less of a bug and more of a poor workmanship.
Is this the one where we fall infinitely and never?
Yes, but it's this is sad a bit. I think we're just maybe there are too many people at once in this
We've
scene.
broken it. This happens a lot.
Yeah, I know. How could you expect this to handle 4 people?
Go out, go back in, then it works again.
Okay. How do I do that?
So just fall down.
Fall down the tunnel?
Yeah, follow down.
Okay, this
tunnel.
is true alpha now. I feel like this is an Easter egg. So I fall down. I'm now in a...
Then you step outside of the scene and then the head reappears and you can go up again.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, great. So I wasn't stuck in a dungeon. I'm going to jump back up into the scene.
Yes.
JK is following along with us as well. I'm going to come back out of...
And while jumping up, I mean, I can tell you also how I created a lot of this, because a lot of you see is a lot created with AI. So I use...
Of course it's created with AI. Because these crypto and NFT people have the creative capacity of driftwood. I must admit, it gets under my skin a little. The lady presenter in that live stream, probably a perfectly nice person outside of what she's doing. But when you look at her in the context of shilling that scam, it's just so performative and fake. I would never trust her in real life. So I'm going to save you any more pain from watching that live stream. But I thought it would be interesting here at the end to take a look at the prices on the Decentraland's webpage right now when it comes to buying land. Remember, the most expensive plot went for $2.4 million. Now, this plot of land was close to the fashion district in the Decentraland because, you know, people love fashion in the Decentraland. Regardless, the most expensive plot of land I found here was Samuel's Gallery. It's selling for 2 million mana, which is basically the cryptocurrency of the Decentraland. Now, currently 2 million mana, Ethereum mana, apparently, is $194,000. Now, that's what the seller wants from this. But how valuable is it really? Because if we scroll down just a little bit, we see that latest sale here, this was in November 9th, 2024, Ladybird sold this plot of land to Samuel for 1,000 Ethereum. No, the Ethereum, that's not true, 1,000 mana. Now, Samuel may have done something to this plot of land, but I am curious, very curious, what they could have done to move the price from $100 to $200. I'm going to assume that they set up a gallery, but unless that is naked pictures of my favorite celebrity, which of course I don't really have one. Maybe Danny DeVito. If there was naked pictures of Danny DeVito, I might consider purchasing it, but otherwise, absolutely not. You can see there's a big variety in price. Here's another one parcel for 2 million Ethereum. Now, this went from Dan to Davin. Now, the price that was sold in, well, this is super fascinating, in 2022 was basically 400 bucks. A little less than 400 bucks. In that time, he thought, well, let's sell it for 200,000. I swear, these crypto people are insane. Oh, wait, I was about to stop, but here. Parcel, one piece, 100 million. It's in a blue piece, though. It's surrounded by blue, so I'm wondering if this is an entire estate. $100 million mana is $10 million. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. Kisses.